And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The wingmen, Rozier and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams, and it's Ball in at the 1 spot. And for Brooklyn, they've got Ben Simmons, Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Thomas, and it's Johnson in at the small forward. And early on, many rookies are not only getting playing time, Doris, some of them are the focal points of the team's offense.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a growing trend, especially for those teams that are in rebuilding mode. Heck, sometimes even the established teams are getting some big-time stars.
So the Hornets win the tip. Now, here's Ball. Miller outside. And a miss there on the triple. Simmons looking it over. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Ball. To the middle. There's Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
If you leave a teammate of LaMelo Ball that wide open, I promise you he will find him.
Here's Simmons. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Rozier with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons, and it's Rozier missing. We always see Terry Rozier going all out, don't we, Greg, to make an impact offensively.
Kevin, I just love the way his offensive repertoire has evolved over the years. This guy came in as just a hard-nosed, tough defender, but boy, offensively, his skill set and development on that end is off the charts.
Early 2023 saw Cam Thomas just erupt as a scorer, Greg. We were talking about it every game. A guy who was ready to break out.
And, Kevin, I like using the word ready because he was given an opportunity and took it. And he showed us all what a productive machine he could be.
Now here's Simmons. Basket good.
Staying strong through the contact. Ben Simmons doesn't back off.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. Back to Ball. Plenty of space. Green for 2 points.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Johnson outside. Simmons finds Finney-Smith. Simmons inside. He's covered by Ball. No good from Simmons.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Johnson, that's for 2, and they cash in right away with a quick shot.
Never expect Ben Simmons to miss a wide-open teammate. What a pass right there.
Rozier for 3. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Over to the left wing. Outside, Simmons. Passes to Claxton. Over Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Charlotte making some changes. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. P.J. Washington comes in for Miles Bridges. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Miller. Now here's Hayward. 11-point game his last outing. Rozier kicks to Ball. 5 to shoot. Floats one. It's tipped. Here's Bates. Defended by Hayward.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
And you know, Doris, Brooklyn's gone through a pretty tumultuous few seasons.
You know, Kevin, there have been some circumstances that were unpredictable contributing to what you're talking about. And now, as a consequence, a lot of turnover on the roster and on the coaching staff. Listen, it's never easy to make the kind of transition they've had to make.
And it's the Hornets with the ball after the basket by Brooklyn. Rozier the pass the ball. Hayward left side. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Walker's checked in for Brooklyn. Cody Martin, he's checked in for Charlotte. .116 left here in the first quarter. Richards passes to Rozier. And again, the Hornets missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And that one's good. Shamet.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Shamet with the steal. Here's Porter. And that one, good.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here is Martin to end the run. Second chance shot. They get it again. Richards. Pass to Rozier. Charlotte moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Outside Martin. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Great, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Rozier with the ball. 11-point game his last outing. That's good from 17 feet away. Rozier's got 5.
How about Terry Rozier showing a little bit of versatility, gets to the mid-range game and makes it good.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. The guard and off guard are Ball and Martin. Bridges out there with Miller. And it's Williams at the center filling out the middle. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Johnson with it. Williams picks him up. No good from Simmons. Hornets trail by 4. Miller dishes the ball. And Ball slams it in.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
You know, there's no denying the talents of LaMelo Ball, Doris. Could this be what we see from guards in the future?
Well, we know what he brings, LaMelo, Kevin, and that's a blend of size and skill. He is a magician with the basketball in the open floor. The handle is tight. The shooting is getting better. We have to see this young man develop. That's just great recognition by LaMelo Ball. The pinpoint accuracy makes it easy for his teammate.
Simmons against Ball. No good from Simmons. Here's Miller. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. You know, Greg, if you look back at the Hornets' 22-23 season, there was a lot of adversity.
And that was a tough season for them all around. So many injuries. A lot of young players were forced into bigger roles, but they did get valuable experience out of it.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you very much. The Hornets want to play with tempo. Coach Steve Clifford said offense starts with playing to the strengths of your best players. Melo Ball is a great talent with a passion for the game and a flair for playing in the open court. We want to take advantage of that. Kevin?
Yeah, makes sense. David, thanks. Back to Simmons. Plays it up off the glass. And the Nets lead by 2.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Right, there has been some talk of having overtime played to a target score. Can you make the case for that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, more certainty on how long the broadcast will go, right, Kevin? And protecting players from the heavy minute loads that can result from those games that go into multiple overtimes. So I like that idea.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. There's the pass to Ball. Just 5 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Martin from outside. Rebounded by the Nets.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Simmons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
Ball finds Williams. Well, the last time, GA, the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. I'm sure that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Washington's checked in for Miles Bridges. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Martin. Porter against Ball. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Ball with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And it's Williams throwing it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Porter looking it over. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And each year, Porter just becomes more efficient and more deadly.
Ball kicks to Washington. 1:25 left in the first half. Count that one. Washington's got his first 2 points of the night.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Shamet the pass to Johnson for the 3, and the Nets another 3.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Porter against Ball. The baseline J. No good off the back of the rim.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
On the wing, Johnson. Back to Porter. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
Porter with it. Williams picks him up. Pass to Bates. Bounce pass from Shamet. Shoots from the baseline. Misses off the right iron.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
That one falls. And now just a 2-point Brooklyn lead.
How about that triple drive move from Terry Rozier? That handle is tight, folks.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Nets lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. And in one stretch there, they were up by 6. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Charlotte.
They need to be more defensive-minded in the second half. Don't keep letting those guys have their way. Time to be aggressive, block up the lanes, get physical. That's how you create stops. It's all about effort.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. A 2-point game. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Cam Johnson. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thomas in at the 2-guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The Hornets shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. There's the lob to Bridges. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Wow, the opportunistic Bridges sees you falling asleep defensively. Up and over the top he goes.
And here is Simmons. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Simmons got 8 points.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Miller against Johnson. Good work defensively by Johnson. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game on the wing Johnson. And the 3 off target. The Hornets trail. Bridges passes to Miller. Right side, Ball. Can't hit the step-back jump shot.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And from undrafted in 2016 doors, Dorian Finney-Smith, now a player that every team in the league would covet.
Well, this is a long wing defender, Kevin, and he's now made himself legit as a 3-and-D prototypical player. And he stayed at it, earned the rewards, and now says, my mom can finally put her feet up. I have made it.
Miller inside. Johnson's there. Stolen by Thomas. Here's the break. Here's Claxton. Rebound by Williams.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Now Rozier. 7 points in the game. Miller with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Miller's got it all tied up now for the Hornets. For Brooklyn, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Dishes it to Johnson. Connects from three-point range. Johnson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your next youth dance team.
So for the Nets, Sharp checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Lonnie Walker comes in for Johnson. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. P.J. Washington comes in for Miles Bridges. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Miller. And Martin subbed in for Ball. And Simmons slams it in.
Wow, how about that drive? That was no mercy on his way to the cup, Ben Simmons.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 7. It's Martin on the wing. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Rozier the pass to Richards. Back to Rozier. To halt the run. That one good for 2. Rozier's got 9.
Timeout.
We've really seen Rozier improve his shot selection over time. The efficient nature with which he does things now.
Timeout called the Nets. Charlotte making the switch. Bridges checks in. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Take a look at the Grizzlies. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And you know, for the Nets, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, LaMelo Ball is young, but he certainly has words of wisdom already. He says, everybody always asks me, what's my slogan? 2 words, be you. Just got to be you from the jump, and whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. If you ain't you, you're already lost. That's a fact. Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. More than comfortable in his own skin. David, thank you.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Rozier. Tries again. And he makes good on the layup. Rozier's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Claxton finds Porter. Back to Claxton. Comes up empty down low. The Hornets have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Rozier up top, guarded by Porter. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Pass to Claxton. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3.
The Hornets.
Brooklyn ahead, up 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. In at the guard spots, Ball and Rozier. Miller is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams at the 5 roaming the paint. Here's Pates. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bridges. Oh!
My goodness. Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Porter kicks to Johnson. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Hornets trail by 4. The pass to Ball. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
LaMelo Ball said, I see your triple and I raise you one of my own.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for the Nets. Ben Simmons comes in for Porter. Out to Bridges. Here's Williams. And finished off by Williams.
Well, you love to see the unselfishness of Miles Bridges. Just another guy has a better shot. He's ready to move that basketball.
Ball against Simmons. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Ball's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bridges. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Miles Bridges has a frame that allows him to play through contact, and he welcomes and relishes those opportunities.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Simmons. Will it go? The shot off that time.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
Team second. At the line for Charlotte, Mark Williams.
And that one falls for Williams. And Williams drops them both. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, during the last break, listened in on Jacques Vaughn talking to his team. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Miles Bridges up in the air above the rim. That is a show. Look out below.
Simmons against Ball. Can they get it? Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
And the first one at the line is good.
Guys, if Ben Simmons can start to make these free throws, I think it opens up a world of opportunity. You don't have to duck the basketball late in game, and if you make a 15-foot jump shot, now you're a real threat.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Kept alive. The kick out to Rozier. Here's Williams. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Williams has got the lead up to 9 now for the Hornets. Simmons with it. To the paint. Here's Claxton. Here's Thomas. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
.137 left in the fourth. Johnson against Miller. Fires it up. The rebound by the Nets. Outside, Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Well, because of his size, when he's on the interior with the ball in his hands, Ben Simmons is a problem.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Hornets leading by 7. It's Miller on the wing. Shoots. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist in the game. Simmons passes to Johnson. Back to Simmons. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Down low. Claxton finds Simmons. Lock at 6. The 3 from Johnson. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Ball surveying the defense. They get it back.
Hey, you love how LaMelo uses the contact to get to the line. This guy's IQ on the offensive end is something else.
At the line for Charlotte.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And some changes here for the Hornets. Washington comes in for Miles Bridges. And it's Cody Martin in for Terry Rozier.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
Porter against Ball. Porter passes to Finney-Smith. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
P.J. Washington.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Now for P.J. Washington, it's important he continue to establish himself as a floor spacer. This guy can really make threes.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. To the left side wing. Bates. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Miller. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.